My first guest is working to raise money for the Arthritis Foundation by participating in the 2022 California Coast Classic Bike Tour. Scott, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Scott.
I appreciate it. Yeah, no, I appreciate your time. Why are you passionate about this particular foundation?
It's something that everybody could possibly have in their life at some point. It's one of the largest problems that we have as far as a disease that we can actually do something about if we all put our money and our time together and get some research going so that it helps find a cure.
Do you know anybody personally, Scott, that's been affected by it or know somebody who knows somebody? It seems like it's kind of widespread, right?
Right. Me, I have arthritis back problems myself. I have a lot of my family, my past family that's no longer with me. They all have had arthritis. So yeah, I've got friends as well right now living too that have arthritis.
Sure. Yeah. I'm kind of curious. Have you participated in this particular bike run before?
This will be my second year. So yes, last year's my first year. And it was, let me tell you, it was a shock to the system. I didn't think I was going to, at my age, ride 525 miles, but I didn't quite do it all, but I got pretty close.
Listen, Scott, if I rode a bike just down the street to get a Coke, I would be sweating. So more power to you. That's quite a bit. But talk about that experience, because I know a lot of people hear about it, or they think about it, or they, maybe they're on the sort of on the fence on doing it. So what did you learn from that first year that you're hoping will really help you as you go into the second year?
Well, there's a lot of people older than me that did it. So how's that for inspiration? I mean, I saw people in their 70s that have arthritis and bad problems as well, but they were there doing it. And it was really inspirational to see. I was just stunned at how older people were with us and just having a good time. But the whole experience is, first of all, it's 80 miles a day, sometimes 87, I think is our longest day. That's quite a grueling trip. And I trained for it for an entire year. That's my, right there, that's the people I'm with. And I still couldn't quite make it. So this year I'm training harder. And it's a lot to train for, but while you're getting yourself ready for it, you're also making yourself more healthy. So that's a good thing too. So
yeah, it's a win-win.
It's a win-win for all the way around.
Sure. I have to tell you, a lot of people that would have gone through that experience might have used that as, okay, I tried it, check it off the list, I got the t-shirt, I could say I participated, but you didn't do that, Scott. You're like, you know what? I'm going to try even harder because, by golly, I'm going to finish it this year. So that's pretty awesome. And obviously, at this point, probably too late for someone to jump in the race for this year. When is the date for this year's race, by the way?
It's actually September 17th. It's on my birthday.
So there you go. Happy birthday, right? So maybe it's not too late. So if someone was watching this and they're like, okay, if someone you just mentioned in their 70s, 80s can do this, here's Scott on here, he's saying that he tried it. What advice would you offer if someone's watching this and thinks,
It's never too late. It's never too late. Anybody can start at any time. There was people that were starting 2 months before, maybe a little bit of training, that were there, and I was like, oh, good for you. And They kept up pretty well, but you don't know how to keep your endurance up that well if you haven't trained for a long period of time. And it does help, but anybody can do it. Really, anybody can do it.
So what's your training like? You've been working harder this year. Are you trying to do the weekends, a longer bike run to kind of get that endurance build up, or what else are you doing?
Yeah, it tends to be a lot of time after a while because, part of owning my own business, I have to watch my time and how much I can spend, but I do spend both Saturday and Sunday going up to 15 to 20 miles right now per day. We're going to boost that up to almost 60 at some point. And then on Tuesdays and Thursdays, I go and do hills, so hill climbing to get in some good strength training. So that's just the start of it. So there's going to be more as time goes by, and I got to train harder. I know it. So I really got to, kick down and make sure I do better this year.
So this weekend, Scott, when I'm sitting on my couch watching Netflix, I'm going to be thinking about you.
Get off that couch. Yeah.
That's quite impressive. Us. Now, what about biking? Is biking been a long-term sort of passion of yours, or was it this event that got you into cycling?
Really, I think it was COVID last year because I couldn't play racquetball. I'm more of a racquetball person. I love to go to the gym and play racquetball and do things like that. So when we couldn't do that, I thought, I got to get out of here. I got to do something. And first thing that came about was some of my friends, as part of a networking group, said, we're looking for some other volunteers to help us with the Arthritis Foundation. I said, I'll do it. So that's how it all started. And actually, I was riding my bike 20 years ago for the AIDS Foundation. I was going to do the same thing, but too many things changed and happened. Too many events came along that forced me to stop that one. So ever since then, my bike kind of sat in the garage for about 20 years. I took it down and away it goes. And it's a great bike. It's still going quite well.
That's awesome. No, that's great. Now that positive peer pressure from your friends to get you involved in that. Now, for those who are not aware, you have to raise money in order to participate. How much money are you trying to raise this year?
$3,500 is the entry for the CCC, so that we can actually do the ride, and that's help sponsor us, as well as the money that goes to the Arthritis Foundation. So anything over $3,500 is a good thing.
Okay, yeah. So that's your baseline. How's that going for you? I know it's September, so you got some time, but where are you at on your fundraising?
Well, last year was much better. I think being in the first year, a lot of my Facebook friends said, we're going to go ahead and donate. This year, not quite so much, but I got to get out there and do some more cheering on people going, come on, you can donate. Come on, help us out. And they will. Yeah. So I've got some campaigning to do, to say the least.
Well, you're starting off right here. You're kicking your campaign on national television, so that's got to help you. The website, I can't give the full link there, but it's events.arthritis.org, and there is you do have your own page that you're doing the Kickstarter on, where people can go and find you. I'm sure Scott Hawley, easy to find, right? And so you'd be happy for them to donate. And so if you're like me and you're feeling guilty about all those hours on Netflix while Scott's out raising money for a good cause, you could participate in another way, right? Just donate.
That's right. Donate would be great. It's tax deductible, and it's a great way to know if you're putting money towards something that could possibly help even yourself in the future.
Well, Scott, I appreciate you coming on and talking about it. Certainly, the Arthritis Foundation is a good organization, raising awareness as well as looking for different ways to help those who have arthritis. So you'll have to come back and after September and let us know if you completed it, okay?
That sounds great. I'd love to.
All righty. You're watching Create, Build, and Manage Daily. I'm Scott Miller. We'll be back right after this.